Yeah, the topic for tonight's video again is empty the pitcher. Empty the pitcher. Pitcher was what Rebecca had with her at the time she went to the well to fetch water. Tonight we're looking at the story of Rebecca at the well. On Wednesday, we read about the encounter of Jesus with the Samaritan woman by the well, which led to a great evangelical movement. At the well, Jesus asked the woman for water, and the woman went to history, blah, blah, blah. But that singular request led to the salvation of that woman and everybody in the city, the Samaritan city. So, from asking a question, a whole city got won to Christ. Today, there is another woman by the well. Eliezer, the servant of Abraham, is asking her for water again. What is this water? To everyone under the sound of my voice, this message is multifaceted, and I want you to listen carefully to hear what God is saying to you. Empty the pitcher is a topic for the video, but right within that topic, there is a lot to learn. And this Eliezer, the servant of Abraham, was on a mission to get a wife for Isaac, and he told God the terms that things he's going to look out for, that are the test parameters to know the lady that qualifies to be the wife of Isaac, the most eligible bachelor, so to say, at that time. We can see Isaac is a type of eligible bachelor, wealthy young bachelor from a Christian home, deserving of a godly woman. So Eliezer told God, when I am at the city of Mesopotamia, I'm at the city gate right now, the first lady that comes, he didn't say the first lady, he said the lady that agrees to give me water and also agrees to give my camel water, let her be the person. This is a case of divine appointment. This is a case of somebody being tested before being blessed. So the test here is she will give me water and she will give my camels water. So the woman who passes that test automatically becomes the wife, the bride of the most eligible bachelor. Just like Jesus went for the woman, the Samaritan woman, to make her a bride of God, to save her soul. So as Eliezer gone out today to look for a wife for Isaac, to become the bride of Isaac. So what is God saying to somebody here this morning? God is saying to you this morning that a test is coming your way. A test is coming your way. That is prophetic. But generally, life presents tests before promotion. Test comes before promotion. And the man said the prayer. Hardly had he finished praying, because it was the hour of the day that women come to the well. It is historically, women go to the well to fetch water at 6 hours of the day, our type of 6 p.m. That's when they fetch water into the house. So the man knew where the best place to stay to get the type of woman he wanted. The person that is going to test you knows what you're capable of, and the test is going to present before you is something you can pass, but it's now left for you to be discerning and for you to know that this is a test that have been placed before you so that you can be promoted, elevated. And when this lady came, he approached her just like Jesus approached the Samaritan woman. He said, "Woman, lady, can I have some water?" And she said, "Yes, I'll give you water. When you're satisfied, I'll also give your camels water." She passed the test right on the spot. She became the qualified bride. I don't know who you are, how you have been relating, how you have developed yourself. Before you can pass the test, when during your divine appointment, for you to pass the test that will take you to the next level, you must be spirit-filled. I believe that lady has been raised in the way of the Lord. She understood the concept of kindness. That is why she was able to receive the man without insulting her and agree to give her water and even give water to her camels. I want you to listen to me very well. If you're going to pass the test, you must be somebody that understands the basics of life, respecting other people, being kind to other people. You have to be somebody that can make sacrifices. It was a big sacrifice of her time to give the man water and to give his camels. And the Bible talks about how she went about it. She emptied a pitcher. She gave her all. She gave her time. She gave her attention. She gave everything. That person that will be blessed by God is somebody ready to go all the way, sacrifice your time, sacrifice your energy, sacrifice your substance. That was what that lady did. She gave up her time. She gave up the water. She emptied everything. Emptying everything talks about attitude. Jesus finished his task on the cross of Calvary. This lady gave all. Christ gave all. A major attribute that somebody who wants to be elevated should have is not just knowing, being spirit-filled. It's the attitude of completing a task and giving all. Completing a task has been repeated by God severally this week. And giving all is an addition now. She emptied her pitcher. It's not just sufficient for you to have good character. You have to be able to give your all. Another person that gave her all in the Bible was Ruth. Giving up her people to follow her mother-in-law Naomi was giving up her all. And God rewarded her with a wonderful husband, a young widow. She got married to Boaz, one of the richest men in his time, and she became the one of the grandmother of Jesus Christ. If you're going to become leave legacy, if your name is going to become a referral point, if you're going to be elevated physically and spiritually, you have to be ready to show that the fruit of Christ is in you. If you check everything Rebecca did that day, they are clearly manifestation of the fruit of the Holy Spirit. And she had a natural attitude. She was receptive and she was ready to give all. Brethren, listen to me right now. God is going to test you. Don't give up at the top point of being blessed. A lot of people have failed the test God has presented before them because they get tired. She gave the man water and she gave his camels, not one, not two. That person that God will elevate, that person that will pass the test is somebody who is ready to go all the way. The person who is ready to go all the way, because if she had given only Eliezer water, what she would have passed was part 1 of the test. But the test was in 2 parts. Give me water, give my camels water. She passed the giving him water, and she went the extra way to pass the second part of the test, giving the camels water. And she did not just give them water, she poured out with joy, withholding nothing from the camel and the man. Those who will pass the test are those who have the right attitude all the way. Especially those who are willing to save other souls and those who are willing to be a blessing to people around them and all that is associated with them. You hear some people say that I've helped your father, I can't help you. Is there any law that says that? Let us see the camels as type of other beings around Eliezer. She satisfied everybody. Learn to pick up a project, do the project as should be done, and take care of everything attached to the project. Not just focus on yourself on one part. You don't go and do an assignment and you see something that can jeopardize your assignment and you leave it undone, saying that this is what they engaged you for. For those who like to quote law about job description, that other part is not part of my job description. No. Anything attached to what you're doing, make sure you tidy it up, because it might be a test. Without overflowing this message, the message is clear. Peradventure, you're where you are today because you have consistently failed the test of God. I need you to pray tonight, Daddy, grant me the grace to pass the test that comes before me. You have to pass the next test. You have to pass the next test and put all yourself into it. Pour out yourself into it. Begin to pray for the grace. Some people are cursed. They cannot finish a task. Some people are cursed. Even when they finish part 1, they give up. They don't finish the other part of the assignment.